Hello everybody! Welcome to the last day of the Two Community Championship 2025. We are here starting it all off with a big show match. The real beasts of the Two community, PX versus JaffaaCaakes. It's gonna happen right now. Then we have the losers grand finals, Salem versus Illuminati. It's gonna happen in 2 hours, and then 2 hours from that, the winner of the losers grand finals will face off versus Electrostats in the grand finals. So all of these are more or less back to back with some time in between just in case we go all the way to tiebreakers or something. The maps this week are fairly long. Also gives us some time to do technical stuff if needed. Without further ado, let's get into the show match before anything. We have PX, click to add text. $2 rank 31. Neither of these players signed up for the tourney, of course, so they don't have a tourney seed after the qualifiers. PX from Canada, currently in Japan, and JaffaaCaakes, as far as I know, in the US, also from the US. Very similar to ranks from both players here. And I think these are both quite experienced players. I think they'll have no issue with the map pool this week. It's very easy. Easy stuff all around. Speaking of which, here is the map pool. The easiest thing on the board, not regarding mods, is the From song, which I think is a bit misleading, you know. Like I think overall this week is very hard. The thing to keep in mind, of course, is that it is going to be difficult for both players, right? So in any matchup we have here today, even if it is difficult for one player, it's not going to be any less difficult for the opponent unless they have some hidden ace up their sleeve, some hidden talents or something. We will see if either PX or Jaffa has come in very prepared. I'm confident they have probably practiced hours on end on all these charts. Odd one out this week, of course, is the FL map being very long for an FL map. It's only half of that is actually gameplay, so that does help a little bit, but yeah, that one is gonna be interesting if it gets picked. Other than that, we have pretty standard stuff all around, I would say, coming into this last week. We will have plenty of time to talk about the map pool later, I believe. As right now we are going into the FL right away. This one a bit of a medley of all different kinds of TTCC songs from both this and last year. Audio all made by Maddie and me. From scratch, which I think is very obvious listening to it. It's not in fact the original audio, except for a couple of ones. A couple of ones do actually just sound exactly like the original. I will say Mada did a great job on Running Through Castles, for example. As I believe our competitor JaffaaCaakes was just looking for something. Perhaps the song. Here we go. Seed 69 versus seed 420. Who will come out on top? And for once I wish we did not have the proper FL filter. This is yours, FL Easy. Keep that in mind. For anyone who remembers how the song goes, Easy is a big help. But right up here we get a very hard FL with the Moonlight Sonata. Heading into Miko. Get some Luddenschlat. Do they remember? This is PX's chart, of course. The original. And PX handles that very well. Currently ahead. Nice 15%. Oh, that's an octave change. Those are very annoying. Especially in FL. Another PX chart here with Poppy Pom. Yet again PX coming out ahead on her own charts. Oh, neither player getting the Megalo. It's a very tricky Megalo, that one. The higher than the sky pattern, very tricky. It's not slides like the original, just to be a bit nice. Although with easy it might have been easier. Beautiful playing here from both players. I can really feel the boy kissing all the way from here. But neither were prepared for the deck. Dastardly Richardson team. Okay, we get Vanguard here. First one, a bit of a warm-up. And both players struggling a lot with that. Very tricky rhythm. The Dream should be easier. We are heading towards the end of the song. PX has built up a big lead. We have 46 right now. Heading into the last song. Neither player able to find that slide. Both players do hit the last note. which is pretty good, but it's gonna be PX taking the FL chart. A bit of a weird start to this show match. Do wonder what will happen in the non-show matches if that gets picked first. Is it gonna be equally climactic? Who knows? But that is PX with the first point. JaffaaCaakes is now gonna pick. It's gonna go for the easy 3DS. My 3DS is still working. This one is very heavy on the tap runs. Can have pretty fast fingers, but it is all with aim at the same time, so merely spamming is not gonna get you anywhere. You have to also aim fairly snappy. PX claiming to sight read an FL chart, despite that not being possible, as you are not able to see. This seems much more doable for our players here, not being on FL. The sheer speed of that section, of course, still being very tough. PX handling that non-aim pattern very well. But with a gap miss at the end there, JaffaaCaakes does take the lead. Will JaffaaCaakes be able to hold this throughout the diff spike is the question. It is not a massive lead by any means, just a percent, which is quickly made up in easy. Very good start here from Jaffa. Hitting a lot of these notes. It's gonna increase the lead even further. But who can spam the hardest? Seems to be Jaffa there. And here too, Jaffa coming out ahead consistently on these fast tap runs. PX with the better combo though, also has more champ meter. We'll be able to catch up in some points here. Sure, but it's gonna be enough. This is already a 5% lead now. 6 almost. Yeah, and it will be Jaffa coming out ahead after getting that comeback mid song, shaking off a bit of rust perhaps off of those fingers, warming up a bit. Just has the higher speed on this song, perhaps picking up for a reason. There is a lot of speed in this week though, so gonna be interesting to see how that pans out for the rest of the charts, if that's a consistent theme for JaffaaCaakes. For now, we're gonna have 200cc coming in, one of the hiddens of this week. The hidden charts are all kinda technical in different ways this week. 200cc just has pretty similar patterns to what we just saw in 3DS, but of course without easy mod on and with HD mod on, they are quite a bit more difficult to hit, albeit they are much slower, thankfully. And with HD on, there's still a lot of potential to miss even on the quote-unquote easier part. So being able to hold your combo and champ throughout like the normal parts of the song, it's gonna probably be a game changer for this one. PX with a pretty good start here. JaffaaCaakes struggling a lot with HD. Looking a bit more similar to FL right now for Jaffa. Just not quite able to find the rhythm. Meanwhile, PX not consistently holding 10x combos, but is able to build them up. Letting her 12% lead early into the song. So we head into the meat and potatoes of 200cc. This pattern right here. Interspersed with the tap runs. PX is gonna hold on to her lead coming out of it. So we have a bit of a slider section. PX handling the tricky rhythms pretty well here. It's a bit caught off guard by the taps at the end of it, but still holding that lead strong. Which of course also means the point lead is increasing. The actual points JaffaaCaakes needs to take back is now getting larger, despite the percentages being the same. In reality, the lead is getting bigger in that regard. And with PX managing to hold on to Champ for a while there, it's going to even increase a little bit further. Going into this key change. I think PX hit at least some of those. Didn't quite see if JaffaaCaakes also managed to hit. The lead is a bit reduced though in terms of percentage, but still above 2 million. It's going to be very tough for Jaffa to come back here. PX is consistently outperforming in this one on the HD. Beautiful ending there. Yep, does get slightly eaten into by a couple percent, but PX with a confident 200cc there will go up 2-1. This week as well, of course, it is first to 6. So plenty of room to make a comeback. Question is, which angle will Jaffa take? It will be Road, the From song. First nomad of this match. You get to test some rhythms. And more tap runs, of course. As you can hear in the audio playing right now, the rhythms are a bit unconventional. Not really for a From song, but Definitely more complicated than your average piece of music. This one, of course, originally for Vivid Stasis. Also works pretty damn well in Trombone Champ. But that even raised in the opening here with PX. Finding her footing does take a very good lead. Both players kind of losing it towards the end. Very tricky patterns coming in here. Back to the main pattern, this time just different pitch. And Jaffa starting to eat a bit into PX's lead, as I say that. Both players finding some gap misses here. JaffaaCaakes with a very good tap run, but kind of misses his footing on the following pattern, and this is a lot right there. Still gonna eat a lot just from getting 10x combos on those tap runs. A lot of points in that. And with both players having equal combo right here, they really do not want to miss on those, but it's gonna be Jaffa with a slightly better combo. Meaning, oh, he gets a very good champ meter timing here too, Jaffa. Can he keep it? This might be a game changer. Both players dropping it at the same time. Oh, and at the very end, Jaffa just holding a bit more combo will turn it right back around. After being down for a long time. Finding the comeback. Yet again here. Going up 2-2. Very big turnaround there. That is, of course, very possible for any player. Even our best who are going to be tackling these songs later in the day. None of these are freebies. I think something might be wrong with PX's keyboard. I like a couple of Japanese characters sprinkled in there. It's gonna be PX picking, and this time going for her own chart in live music, live work. This one also quite tap run heavy. Being able to hit the easier parts, very, very important for this one. You do not want to be losing combo or even champ from silly mistakes. Besides Allegory, this one is our highest difficulty easy map this week, but I do of course think there is a bit more to it than just the difficulty rating. Neither player really popping up too hard here, but JaffaaCaakes just still massively ahead. Coming out of this intro. Despite missing combos on Champ, is just able to hit a lot more notes. Get a lot more 10x's. Already building up an over 1 million lead here. This is of course a semi-long song at 240. Giving it PX plenty of time to come back. Jaff getting a lot of these good tap runs here. Maybe to shame his combo a bit further. Right there as well, building up a very good 10x for a while. Now, with a 2 million points lead, cannot afford to be slacking though. It's very quickly reversible, these kind of leads on easy mod. If you, for example, just start losing that finger stamina, and stop being able to keep up with these taps. It is, however, PX who's gonna run out of stamina first, it seems, and Jaffa does take it. First time in this match, Jaffa with the lead. And it goes back to PX. Only 2 easy shots left now. We're gonna have to see something else be played here. Is PX gonna go back to the HD? That seemed to be a very good strategy last time. 200cc being a very comfortable win for PX. Perhaps something like Bite Me. A good pick for that. Or even going all out with Pizza Plaza, of course. Very swingy and much more rhythmically demanding. Could still work, but no, it's gonna be Allegory. PX seeing Maddie's request for Allegory. Clearly a woman of the people. Allegory, of course, is the tiebreaker, custom made for SSS Sleepy. Shit. Wait, what's the order of them actually? Shit. There's a shake-up in there, I think, and there's a showdown. It's Sleepy. Okay, I was like, it had to be that, but it just sounded weird. Shake-up showdown in my head when I said it out loud. Yeah, it's Sleepy shake-up showdown. I was thinking it was like shake-up sleep. That didn't make any sense either. Yeah. This one, longer side, of course, being a tiebreaker. It is past 5 minutes long, the longest by far for this week. But has plenty of these easier parts that I do want to see both players do well on. As far as playing on easy mod goes, because this time around, of course, contrary to the first time it was seen, oh, it seems to have a desync. That is very unfortunate. This early into the showing. I believe Maddie has gone to the bathroom as well. We'll see if we get this sorted out. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to stick through it. It is, of course, still possible to calculate the actual performance of the players. But if a player does have a desync, their POV does absolutely break, as well as our live score. The actual submission to the 2000 servers, though, will still be correct, as well as their own POV. Yeah, this chart already showing its brutality very early on. Here for, yeah, instant DC. I'm not a huge fan of these harmonies, man, I gotta say. Too late to abort is the call. As we mentioned, it's not gonna ruin any of the actual competitive integrity of this song. It's just gonna ruin our ears. Unless, of course, it is a technical issue on Jaffaa's end. That could also be the case, but I'm sure they would have typed something by now if that was it. I'm sure they are playing on their end right now. PX struggling a bit with his jumps. Getting a couple of 2x combos in here and there, but would probably be beneficial to be on your own setup. Playing such a difficult chart, but you can't all be lucky. This section, of course, quite a bit slower. PX still finds a miss in there. Seems a bit distracted right now. The rhythms here are very tricky in the trombone solo. And for tricky rhythms, easy doesn't really help all that much. Heading into, of course, the real diff spike of the chart. The ending. Shadows is going absolutely all out here. It's gonna be very interesting to see when this chart inevitably gets picked later today. And I do believe it is inevitable, given that we will see Electrotest play. Oh, finally a good harmony. For at least a second. Good. Let's see. I will be looking up Jaffa. All the way up to 29 now, actually, JaffaaCaakes. Was 53 on that one. Yep. That should be another Jaffa map right there. Pretty good margin too. Jaffa's shown very good ability on these speed patterns so far. We are, of course, out of those for easy. Rosa a bit more aim focused. Less than just being pure speed. I think none of the remaining songs really are the ones that do focus on speed in general. Outerversal, maybe an argument for some parts, but it being Nomad, I would say it is more just general aim focused. Same with Kick-Ass Kung Fu. Another banger though here from Abixis. As I just said, all in all, quite an aim focused map. Oh yeah, I think Jaffa has a restarted game, right? After DCing? Or am I wrong? We did have this issue quite a few times actually last week. Specifically in Albert versus Illu, I believe. And at that point, we did need to restart the game, so. Just means we need to get to listen more to Outerversal. Oh, there's a repeat right there. As we are about to head into it. Good sign of things to come, this intro. And PX handling it a bit better right now. Able to keep a lot of 10x and Champ all throughout. Handles the first tap run as well. That's gonna give her a good lead. So Herder increasing it here, keeping Champ for this easier part. And Jaffa also missing combo here on And in these pure tap focus seconds, we are seeing Jaffa push back a little bit. PX generally just holding fairly strong here. Still at 5%. Lead equating to about 400,000. Very unfortunate champ miss right there from PX, but bit of a reset with that top run right there anyways. Jaffa getting the slide. Good amount of points right there, but both players, as kind of expected, not quite able to make the huge octave jump section. We'll be surprised if anyone does FC that one today. Beautiful harmony right there. PX still in the lead, but JaffaaCaakes has managed to keep it very close. Still that 400,000 points gap we saw earlier, and that is very comebackable. Heading into this last section here. Ooh, and Jaffa getting that small tap spam right there, very important. Almost equalizes the whole lead right there. And going into this last part here, it is dead even. I have a feeling whoever's going to be able to hold 10x champ going into these last notes might get it. And that's going to be PX. Sealing the deal right there. Gonna turn the tides of the match. Not gonna give Jaffa 3 in a row. And now looking to reverse that lead. Still, it is Jaffa to pick now. Is still one easy left on the map. Besides that, you have Kick-Ass and 2 HD maps. Is gonna go for the easy though, Rosa. This one though, unlike the other 2 ECs, or 3 ECs we've seen, pure ECs that is, so far, this one is not just about that spamming. You have to have very good aim, snap aim as well. Yes, it's fast, but it's really about the aim. I did call out the seeds.
Ballett, zweiter Titel, Rosa.
Here we go. As one could expect, very tricky one to just suddenly get into, but I believe with how much these patterns repeat, we're gonna see players warm up to this as the song keeps going. As for now though, Jaffa with a solid lead. Jaffa also has 10 eggs and a better champ timing here, heading into the first easy section. It's gonna extend the lead to over 2 million already, Jaffa. He is just kind of struggling to get into this pattern right here. Not quite quick enough on the aim. Where before I would say she probably came out ahead on the aim sections. But this seems to be pushing her limits a bit, PX. Jaffa is only getting warmed up, getting a lot of good combos here. PX though this time, the one with the better combo, does break it though. Tragically. Actually quite pleasant to listen to, I have to say. With everything that's been played so far, I would say that was actually quite a nice moment as we head into this last, I don't want to say diff spike, last hard section. And Jaffa is still just coming out ahead on this pattern right here. PX appeared to have given up, maybe saving her strength for the rest of the starts. Of course, it's not out, even with a loss here. With also this being the last easy shard, which Jaffa has been doing very well on. Very accurate there, ending. Putting Jaffa at match point, but as we just talked about, it's not necessarily a very comfortable match point, this one. Jaffa has avoided these HDs. PX did take 200cc in quite the convincing fashion. It could potentially be a good way to eliminate the two remaining shards she needs to take. It's gonna go for Bite Me here, which I do think is a very logical pick. The question between Pizza Plaza and Kick-Ass Kung Fu is not a very obvious one to answer, but if PX does get out of this one alive, it is gonna be Jaffa picking the last one. But to get to that, PX has to clutch up this one. Also quite the aim-focused one, I would say. With HD, though, it is always a bit hard. Anything that is normally quite doable in Nomad gets a little bit harder. Like this intro. Despite that, PX with the lead. Coming out of the intro. Similarly as we saw last time with the HD, PX is looking a little bit more comfortable on the modifier. This time though, Jaffa is keeping it closer. Yes, able to just stabilize the lead here at the aforementioned 4%. Even increasing it here quite a bit. Able to keep her champ meter up here too. Where Jaffa did. Yeah, okay, immediately loses it to the jump, sadly. But unfortunate timing there. Still, that is a 600k lead right now. Very strong for PX. This section you can get by kind of by just spamming and praying. We are seeing PX come out ahead. I'm not even sure if PX is spamming these patterns. Quite hard to tell with all the visuals going on. And of course you kind of just have to spam some of them given how fast they are. In a sense. PX still with that 600,000 now. All the way up to 800 now. Will take this chart as well. One away from pushing this to tiebreaker. It is Jaffa's choice between the remaining two maps to seal the deal. Given how these ECs went, I would be surprised if we do see Pizza Plaza come out now. That being said, Kick-Ass Kung Fu is a very rhythmically focused one. It's going to be interesting to see who come out ahead here. If I had to put my money on someone, I do think Jaffa has shown the skills this chart asks for already so far this matchup. But then again, we haven't really had a chart quite like this yet. Especially on the Nomad. It's just very hard to say. Oh yeah. Compared to Pizza Plaza though, this one is much longer at 4 minutes. Bit of a stamina test. Jaffa getting the hang of that pattern faster than PX, but the lead is not big at all. Just a couple percent apart right now. And PX even coming back right there for a moment. That is it for the swing though for now. This is of course more of a speed and aim flick selection, whatever you want to call it. And Jaffa seems to be liking that. Slowly building a serious lead right here. At the end of it coming out with 500% points ahead. 500,000 rather. We are back to the swing. Triple did serve PX well. This time around though, seems to be struggling a bit more. And now Jaffa is just pulling out ahead. We're a million points in the lead now, Jaffa. And Jaffa just kind of staying super consistent here, getting a lot of good combos. Despite missing here and there, it does hit most of the notes, which is just super important here. He's struggling to really fight back on this lead. It just keeps growing bigger. As we are heading into this last ending part. Seems to be less and less of a way out. So it's truly a stamina test. And it will be Jaffa coming out ahead on the Kung Fu and on the show match. Very close one, but we'll go to Jaffa 6-4. Big congrats. Thank you, of course, to our show match players, ensuring we get to see probably every shard in the pool, except the tiebreaker. Play an actual competition. PX has turned Japanese. Going hiya. We will see them tackle the tiebreaker here. sitting at a 9.1. It is the highest start rating in the pool, of course, considering that the easy mod does reduce the actual difficulty of stuff like Allegory quite a bit. But it's of course all relative. We have managed to get the video background here for the spectator view, which I do appreciate quite a bit. Jaffa clearly appreciating this lead already built up though from the intro. Already showing his fangs here in this last song of the show match. Oh, Jaffa almost clearing those slides. PX also doing a very good job. Jaffa hovering around 69 for a second there. Could be a very good last flex to go for. These notes are very fast. Very tricky to hit, just out of the pure speed. This is definitely the hardest single pattern in the song. It's so difficult. Gonna look forward to see Rabbi play it if it ever comes to tiebreaker later today. As we head into the last section here, it seems that Jaffa still has more gas in the tank. PX trailing behind quite a bit in the points department right now, but hard to blame her. This song just does not let up. The ending was timed pretty well, actually. With that, though, thank you so much to both of our show match competitors, especially perhaps PX for taking the time to do this from an Asian cafe in Japan. And of course, as well, a huge congrats to Jaffa. Oh, for taking it. Hiya. Yeah, for taking the show match. That said, though, we are now. Oh my goodness, what an amazing drawing! Is the chat drawn as well? Is chat real? Or is it just part of the drawing? Oh, it's real. Holy. Look at that. It's drawn. Never mind. They just predicted I would say that, actually. This is a part of the script. I'm just reading off a script. Everything I've said so far is, of course, scripted. Next part, I'm supposed to talk about the prize pool. I will shout out the prize pool. It is currently, as I will go and look. Oh, look at that graphic design. Currently sitting at $1,320. If anyone do want to contribute, this will be the last chance soon, I think. I'm actually not sure when we do close it down. It's a bit ridiculous to donate after the winners are settled, I think. So I'm assuming it's gonna be closed before the last match of the grand finals. Yeah, so at least treat it as this is the last time, chance to donate if you want to. We do, of course, want to beat our previous year's prize pool of $1,521.69 if possible. But of course, thank you to everybody who has donated so far as well. Other than that, as you just saw, next up is gonna be Salient versus Illuminati Salad. The losers grand finals, playing for who gets bronze and who gets to face on versus Electrostats for the potential of first place. It is gonna be in 53 minutes. So until then, we'll have a break. Perhaps even end stream, I'm not sure, we'll see. Okay, so YouTube will go offline. Anyone is watching on YouTube, I have the chat open, but cannot see the view count right now. Oh, hello YouTube viewers that actually do exist. Yes, the YouTube will go offline. Just make sure to keep your eyes out on this channel come 50 minutes from now, and we'll have a new stream open with the losers grands finals. All right, see you then.